So it's interesting in the discussions of the direction that the county and the department are going with juvenile justice moving towards care first, trauma-informed, less punitive sanctions and things of that nature. But it's interesting because while we support that, the union supports that, we support enhancement, we support the evolution of the department, but when we observe what's going on inside, it's such a contradiction. We talk about, when Terry McDonald has come in, there's a 400% increase in discipline and punitive measures, right? So here we are on one hand telling people we need to be less punitive, we need to work with people, we need to help bring them up, but then internally within our department, we're going absolutely against that. We're increasing the punitive sanctions. We're not trying to help our members or help our staff to become better, to raise them up, right? We are doing exactly what you're telling us not to do with kids that we work with. They become disgruntled, right? They feel that they're not being heard, right? And it's one of those things that's interesting because we say now when it comes to probation and the work we do, we don't tell kids what to do. We engage them using evidence-based practices, motivational interviewing. We ask them open-ended questions. We work with them to come up with solutions in ways to redirect their lives and move them in a positive direction. But when we look at ourselves internally, we're asked to do that with our clients. But when we have issues in our department and we go to talk to people that we need to talk to, we don't get the same kind of response. When we want to share our ideas and our struggles and things like that, we don't get an ear for that, But on the other hand, you're saying, oh, when the kids are talking about their struggles, you need to listen to them and maybe find a way to interject yourself or interject some positive suggestions and help guide them through a difficult time. And that's all good and great, and that's what we should be doing as probation officers, but it becomes a struggle when in our own house we see that the people above are not adhering to what they're telling us to do, and that they're just thinking about how to sanction us. And even if you look at it now, instead of you talk about not wanting to break families up, you want to keep families together, you want to be doing reunification, you want to do all these things with the in terms of preserving families and youth in the community. But then on the other hand, within the department, you're kicking people out. We don't need you, these are bad officers, get them out, kick them out, fire them, suspend them. Again, back to the punitive measures that we are being told not to do with our minors. I think that if they really want to follow or practice what they preach, right, is that those methods that they're talking about, working with the kids, communication skills, about engagement, those things are not exclusive for creating positive outcomes with youth. Those types of things are useful in producing positive outcomes with any types of groups of people or organizations, right? So why are we not taking the time to sit down with our members and our staff and listen to their concerns? Why are we not, and not only listening to the concerns, but why are we not doing something to address the concerns? Rather than feel like, instead of us feeling like we're part of a family and a team and that we're all together, as a result of what's been going on, everyone feels like they've got to watch their back, right? Because no one's going to watch it for them. Board of Supervisors, we look at LA County, we look at the world that we live in, and you think about it, in the 60s, we sent men to the moon. We conquered space. And now here we are with a social organization or issue, and to say that we cannot create an organization that benefits the community in ways that are measurably better, to say that our resources and our people now can't do that, that is ridiculous. We have the resources, and we've already proven in the past what we can achieve as a people that work together, and we need to be able to have the support to bring the probation department up, not only to what we want, but to what you want.